All right. You guys know the rules. Robots paint. You guess. I might give some clues along the way. Again, we're doing 20 underrated inventions that changed the world. Good luck. This office tool is small, but it holds things together in a big way. Its simple wire loop design has remained mostly unchanged over a century. Very good. Yes, correct. Can anybody guess what year it was created? It's an essential part of any desk, yet often goes unnoticed. It was invented by Johann Wahler, but perfected by others. So Johann's version wasn't quite as cool as this one. Correct. You guys all got this. It is the paperclip. And who knows what year? Oh, 1906 is not far off. Not far off. Hey, doctor, what's up? Doctor's in the house. Always good to have a doctor in the house. Would it surprise you that it's before 1900? It's 1899. Reteam that party like it's 1899. Johann Wahler. Very good. 1867. Why not? All right. Now you know how the game's played. Let's do the second one. This object replaced buttons and hooks with a smoother, faster alternative. You can find it on jackets, bags, and even astronaut suits. It's made of tiny interlocking teeth that glide smoothly. Yeah, very good. Everybody's getting it. I guess Doctor might have had it first, but everybody's got it right after. We'll give everybody credit on this one. Originally called the class blocker, it became widely used. The class blocker, how about that? Widely used in the 1920s. So again, if you know the date when this was invented, and they don't go in order, just so you know. They don't go in order. When it gets stuck, it can be frustrating, but when it works, it's perfect. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So anyway, anybody know the year? It's surprising, actually. Very good. Throw that 1867 out. It may, I don't know, that may work sometime. Well, I'll tell you what. The year was 1893. A little before the paperclip. Zipper was easier. Maybe the guy got the idea for the paperclip from the zipper. All right, number 18. Before this, people had to dip pens in ink constantly. It was invented by a Hungarian journalist tired of messy writing. Yeah, I guess so. It became popular with soldiers in World War II because it worked at high altitudes. Little known fact. Little trivia there for you. Very good. Very good. Is it called a fountain pen as well? A ballpoint pen is also known as a fountain pen, Doctor. I don't know. That may be correct. Hey, tetrahedrocon. What's up, man? Not an inkwell, but a ballpoint pen is correct. It's a must-have for students, offices, and just about everyone. You probably used one today without thinking twice. Hey, our Russian friend in the house. Are you actually Russian or from another country near Russia? Very good. Very good. Yes. Who knows the year? Who knows the year of the ballpoint pen? Well, we're going to move on. So I'm going to tell you. It is 1938. 1938. Let's move on. Number 17. Ooh, this one's a little tricky. It's a newer invention. It looks like a pattern of black and white. It helps stores and warehouses track products. Hmm. The first one was scanned on a pack of Wrigley's gum. I guess that's what we're seeing there. We're seeing a pack of Wrigley's gum. And that is correct. You guys all got it. I guess Rhombus might have gotten it first. But Hello's in the house. Doctor! All right, everybody's getting this one. You probably see dozens of these every time you go shopping. Yes, they make us do self-checkout everywhere in America now. So you have to find the barcode, don't you? Who knows the year? Oh, Rhombus is trying to pre-guess me there. It's a little earlier than that. A little earlier, not a lot, but a little bit earlier. Without this invention, checkout lines would take forever. And I think that's true, especially self-checkout lines. How about, does 1974 sound about right to you? 1974. All right. Barcode. That's a little known but important invention, right? Definitely. Let's go back in time to an even more important invention. This tool helps people move heavy loads with ease. It was first used in ancient China. It was a single wheel and two handles for pushing. Oh no, good guesses. Farmers, construction workers, and gardeners all rely on it. There you go. Doctor. Doctor knows what's up. Without it, carrying bricks, dirt, or cement would be much harder. Yes, indeed. Okay, who knows the date? Anybody know the date? Its simple design has remained largely unchanged. First one out of the box was great. From China. Not that far back. That's good though. They're telling me, the robots are telling me 2nd century CE or AD, if you prefer. Anyway, that was with wheelbarrow. You guys all got that. Next up, number 15. This one's too easy. It keeps clothes fastened in place. It can be round, square, or decorative. People used strings and pens before this was invented. This was an important invention. I mean, can you imagine strings and pens? Yeah. It's been around for thousands of years, but it's still in daily use today. Yes, that's right. Quite a picture by the robots. I guess, how creative can you get when you're drawing a button? Is there a more creative way to create a button? I don't know. You probably have dozens of these on your clothes right now. I don't have a button on my clothes right now. You guys have a button on your clothes? I don't. Who knows the year on this one though? This is further back. The button's a long time ago. Without buttons, fashion would look very different. We'd all be wearing the robes still. We'd all be still wearing those Greek robes, right? Greek and Roman robes. Well, but now hit it on the button. Did you Google that? All right, here's our most important invention. That should be the only clue right there. It was first invented by a man named Sir John Harrington. Thank you, Sir John. I guess that's why it's also called the John. Right. I didn't know that. It drastically improved sanitation and hygiene. It took centuries before it became widely used. It connects to a sewer or septic system to remove the waste. No. Oh, well, so toilet is not the complete answer in this case. We're looking for the one that Sir John Harrington made in 1596. So all the way back in 1596, he made a version of the toilet. And it was called the blank toilet. And the key clue was it connects to sewer or septic system to remove the waste. There you go, Rhombus. That is a complete answer. The flush toilet. The flush toilet is the full correct answer. Even though it's an everyday necessity, people rarely think about its history. You're right. You're right. All right, next one. This invention changed the way medicine is given. It allows doctors to inject medicine directly into the bloodstream. It helps deliver vaccines, insulin, and life-saving drugs. Tubsic. I have no idea whether Tubsic is correct or not. It could be that's correct. Needle is not the answer I'm looking for. And syringe is closer. I'm looking for a complete answer. The blank syringe. 1853. 1853. Without it, modern medicine would not be as advanced as it is. There you go. The doctor knows. It would make sense that the doctor would know. Doctor who, what, where? The hypodermic syringe, 1853. It has saved countless lives by making the medical treatment faster and more effective. There you go. Who knew? The doctor knew. Makes sense. Number 12. Ooh, this one might be a little harder. I think the robots had a hard time drawing this one. A small, simple, yet incredible useful tool. It was invented by Walter Hunt in just a few hours. This guy came up with it. It helps fix clothing emergencies on the go. It also is used in fashion, first aid, and even punk rock style. Yes, it's used in punk rock style. It locks in place to prevent accidental pricks. I hate those little accidental pricks. Let's see. Doctor got it first, I think. Robus was close behind. It is the safety pin. It is the safety. Who knows the year? Who knows the year the safety pin was invented? It was a wardrobe and sewing kit essential for over a century. This is not the defibrillator. Although, if you jab somebody with it, their heart starts right up. 1850 was really close. 1849, same year as the gold rush. 49ers. Must have been an essential tool out there in the gold fields. Okay, this one's a little weird. Before this, people used breadcrumbs to remove pencil marks. It was first made from natural rubber. It helps students and artists fix mistakes. It comes in many shapes, sizes, and colors. It even comes in different scents. Now, I've never seen one in a different scent. Have you guys seen that? Yeah, so I guess the robots decided to pick up on the bread clue with the picture. we've got the bread version of the erasers shown on the picture. But yeah, can you guess what year they came up with the idea for the eraser? You'll find one on top of most pencils. Yes, you will. This invention made learning and drawing much easier for everyone. Important invention, right? It's a Bulovka, 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 Bulovka. Of course. Eraser is the correct answer, incidentally. And the year was 1770. 1770, way back. A little more modern now. I think you'll know this one. It revolutionized how goods are transported worldwide. It standardized global trade, making shipping faster and cheaper. It's a giant metal box, usually found at ports and on trucks. Well, that was an awful good clue. I mean, that kind of gave it away. What was the important thing, though? It revolutionized shipping and transport. It helped fuel globalization by reducing costs. There you go. Yes, shipping containers. Shipping containers. Shipping containers is the answer I was looking for. Like, Mac got that one first. Madao, Rumbus. The shipping container, what year? Who knows the year? Relatively modern. Before this invention, shipping was slow, expensive, and inefficient. Yeah, they had those wood boxes. Very good. Very good. This is a official size shipping container. Yeah. Not that late. Sleepy? This is 1956. 1956. So, relatively old. Okay. Next up. Now, good luck getting this one. This is the first one in the picture. It helps people move up and down in tall buildings. Well, that was a giveaway clue. That was too easy. The modern version was made safer by Elisha Otis. That Otis name sound familiar? Without it, skyscrapers wouldn't be practical. Can you imagine going up and down the stairs every time? No. It is found in hotels, malls, apartment complexes. Correct. I think Rhombus might have got it first, but everybody's getting it, of course. Press a button and it takes you where you want to go. Who knows the year? Without elevators, modern cities would look completely different. Because, how many flights of stairs can the average person go up before they pass out? I think buildings would be limited to about 10 stories, right? I mean, that'd be the most. Yes, it is a lift. It is a lift. 1852. 1852. Pretty far back there, actually. Yeah. This next one's an important invention. Now, this one keeps hot drinks hot and cold drinks cold. It uses vacuum insulation to prevent temperature change. Now, it's supposed to use vacuum insulation, but the cheap ones don't. It's popular among coffee drinkers and hikers. It was first invented by Mr. Sir James Dewar. I guess he's the booze guy. Dewar. Yeah, you got it. I like Robinson's spelling a little better than your spelling, Doctor. Who's coughing blood? Nobody coughs blood in this game. It's not part of the game. It's a technology that's even used in space travel. Yeah, so the vacuum, creating the vacuum thing. Which all right, the cheap ones nowadays don't use a vacuum seal. Who knows the year? Thermos. Thermos. Who knows the year? Far back there. It seems like everything was invented around this time. 1892. 1892. There you go. Next one's kind of interesting. Number 7. It's found in glasses, microscopes, and telescopes. It helps people see more clearly. It enabled scientists to explore the microscopic world. Yeah, Rhombus. I think you might have it. How about a little more? How about a little more of an answer, Rhombus? I like the lens. That's good. It also helped map the stars and galaxies. If you wear glasses, you use this invention every day. So I'm talking about the invention that made all these things possible. It is a lens, but it's the blank lens. Blank lens. Without lenses, modern science and medicine wouldn't be the same. It's a certain kind of lens that was invented in the 13th century. Wow, 1200s. Way back. And this made telescopes, microscopes, and glasses possible. And it's a lens, so you guys got it. But it's called the optical lens. How's that for being persnickety? The optical lens. Nobody got it. All right, I think you'll get this one. This is a rather important invention. It made fire easily portable. It replaced more difficult fire starting methods. It was invented by a gentleman named John Walker. There you go. Rhombus. Flashlight. That's good. It's wrong, but it's good. It's still widely used today for lighting candles and stoves. Just strike it and get a flame. Yeah, so the match has been replaced a little bit, hasn't it? By the little lighters, but everybody's still got some matches around, right? Who knows the year for the invention of the match? Invention of the match. It helped make fire safer and more accessible. Yes, it did. Who knows what year the match was invented? 1986. 1397. That's a nice throw out. That's how about 1826? Actually, it took them a long time to actually figure that whole thing out. I guess they were comfortable with their old methods. All right, now this next one's a little bit trickier. I'm going to tell you it's something process. The blank process. It revolutionized the production of crucible building material. It made metal stronger, cheaper, and easier to produce. This invention helped build bridges, skyscrapers, and railroads. It fueled the Industrial Revolution. The blank process. Without it, modern cities and infrastructure wouldn't exist. How dramatic. I'm going to give you the year in this case. It was 1856. 1856. This process made steel more affordable, changing construction forever. Now that's the dude whose name is on this process. Everybody know? It has to do with steel. It has to do with making steel. This gentleman's name was Bessemer. That ring a bell to anybody? the Bessemer process. The Bessemer process, 1856. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. Next up, rather famous invention here. It changed the way food is stored and preserved. For this, people relied on ice houses and salt to keep food fresh. It reduced food waste and made diets more varied. There you go. Everybody's getting it from us. Sleepy time. Not sleepy time yet. We still got 2 more rounds. This invention allowed people to store perishable food for days or even weeks. Yes, indeed. Who knows the year that this type of refrigerator with the condensing coils or whatever it is they use, who knows the year that they got that going? I don't know what the robots are thinking on the picture. Who knows? But it looks like one. That's a good guess, but now not bad. 1867, not bad. It's 1834. 1834. So pretty close. Pretty close. Top 3 inventions. This one was rather important. It transformed navigation and exploration. It helped sailors travel across the oceans safely. It uses Earth's magnetic field to point in a fixed direction. Yeah, there you go. You guys got that one pretty quick. Must have been the good picture. It made mapping and trade routes more reliable. Who knows the year? Who knows the year? Or the century. We're looking for the century. Without it, global exploration wouldn't have been possible. Now, the year I'm looking for on this is probably the modern version of this invention. Because I think some of those old boys back in the day made things that were kind of like the compass, right? But they weren't. The way this compass works was the 11th century. 11th century. Not bad. This tool guided explorers like Columbus and Magellan on their historic voyages. So they both had the compass. Everybody had the compass. Well, that was easy then. But why were they all bitching and moaning all the time about what a hard thing it was to find their way across the ocean? They had a compass. My goodness. Okay, top 2. Here we go. It spread knowledge faster than ever before. It made books affordable for the first time. Yeah, you didn't have to have all these monks back in the room and handwriting the manuscripts. It helped fuel you had to pay those guys by the hour. Those monks were not cheap. It helped fuel the Renaissance and the Reformation. It was invented by, yes, correct. It is the printing press is the correct answer. Well, of course, always looking for the year. And how about the inventor? We'll look for the inventor. Without it, modern education and media wouldn't exist. This invention made literacy accessible to the masses, changing the world forever. Yes, indeed. And yes, Gutenberg is correct. Gutenberg is correct. It was before 1614, though. It was way back. It was before the Renaissance. It was actually one of the things that helped build the Renaissance. Remember, it was related to the Reformation. What was the guy's name up in the north? Anyway, 1440 was the year. 1440. Number 1 invention, according to the robots, and I can see why the robots would think this was important. It stores and provides electricity on demand. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy who invented it. So we'll want the guy too. I'm not going to give you that as a clue. We want the guy that invented this, what the invention is that we're trying to show, and the year. It powers everything from remote controls to cars and to robots. It made portable electronics possible. Without it, modern life as we know it would not exist. Generator's a good answer. Martin Luther was the guy I was looking for earlier. Yes, correct. But what is this invention that this guy's got right over my head right here? What's that thing? That thing right there. Who's the guy? And what's the invention? It's very important for remote controls, for cars, for robots. Very important for virtually everything we use today. Our phones, very important for our phones. It is. Oh my goodness. Well, it's the battery, of course, the battery. The guy's name was Alessandro Volta. Alessandro Volta. And the year was 1800 even. 1800 even. Well, that was a pretty fun round. That wasn't bad. We'll try to do some rounds with similar content. Anyway, you guys did pretty good at that. You guys knew most of those.